MODELMIND72 coming at you on your computer screen saying, "What's up, universe?" This is another episode of Channel Talk number 19. So get you a big old bag of popcorn and let's get into this. Hello, friends. Charles Burns Jr. here, aka MODELMIND72. I think that's the first time I've ever actually said my name on a video. But I guess it's time. My name's Charles. How y'all doing? Been watching some videos in the community and listening to everybody give their input on the conversation. So I thought I would put my 2 cents in. I have so much to share that there's no way I could put everything that I would like to share in one video. So, you know, that's one reason why I created, you know, the MODELMIND72 Channel Talk episodes, because basically this is where you just get to sit down and talk, you know, about whatever. Some questions. I get a lot of PMs and a lot of questions about different things. So in this episode, this is going to be MODELMIND72 Channel Talk episode 19, by the way, and we're just going to touch bases on a few topics. Basically, we're going to, you know, answer a few questions that some subscribers have, and let's get started. All right. When did I start modeling? That's a good question. Wow. If I remember right, I was probably around 9 or 10, probably around 9 or 10 years old, and somebody bought me a model kit with the old tube of glue for my birthday, one of my birthdays. So it was a birthday present. It was the first, I think it was the MPC 1957 Corvette Gasser, and it was the box cover. It was a red background. And I believe the Corvette was black with the red stripe. Small block blown Chevy engine, you know, with the flip nose front end. Had the big fat Goodyear drag slicks. Basically, you know, that kit right there started me on a journey. You know, till now I'm 42 years old. That's still one of my favorite kits. It's the same kit as the AMT kit. It's the same car as in the AMT 57 Corvette Gasser. Those parts in that kit, you could take those parts and make some really interesting hybrid cars. The rear wheels along, those Goodyear drag slicks that come in the back of that kit, are like one of my mainstays in a lot of my builds today. The Beastmaster, the Orange Blossom Special, Oxblood, Black Widow, Project Mayhem, just to name a few of the builds that are on the channel. You can go back and check those out if you want. But all those have those wheels in the rear, and that's part of how I get my signature stance. I just love the way those wheels, you know, fit and everything. You can also get those wheels in the 1966, the AMT 1966 Pro Street Chevy Nova kit. That's the same wheels. They also come in a 63 Corvette Stingray AMT 3-in-1. I believe that those wheels are in that kit as well. Now, the Goodyear drag slicks that come in the Pro Sportsman kits, the Funny Car kits, and the Top Fuel Jackster kits, those wheels, I can still get my same stance with using those wheels too, because it's hard for me to keep getting those, same wheels that, that I like. So, it's all about, design and fabrication, depending on whatever rear wheel you're going to use. But definitely, like on Karma, the 1957 Chevy Nomad Karma, those wheels, Goodyear Drag Slicks, are the bigger ones that come in the Pro Sportsman and the Funny Car kits and the Top Fuel Dragsters. I have a lot of those that I'm probably going to resort back to in some future builds, just because I'm running out of the the 57 Chevy AMT Corvette Gasser wheels. But rims, as far as rims goes, nowadays I'm getting into designing and fabricating my own custom fabricated 2-piece, 3-piece rims, and you'll see some of those in some upcoming builds. Matter of fact, I got one right here I can show you on this 57 here. This 55. I got this 55 mocked up. But basically, if you look at this wheel right here, this is a 3-piece custom fabricated design, one-off. There's only one like it in the world. So things like that. All right, so I answered that question basically when I was around 9 or 10. That's when I started with the MPC 57 Corvette Gasser kit. Let's touch on scratch building. I believe scratch building is one of my strong suits. I really enjoy the whole creativity of scratch building. To me, I love taking something that has nothing to do with modeling and then add it to the model. Therefore making a one-off piece. There again, I believe that all of us in the community are artists. We are. We're all artists, and we all do what we do. When you look at the channels, you see all these different flavors. It's a hodgepodge, a melting pot of creativity, and we're just we're artists. And we should celebrate that. And one thing that I love in my builds is each model to me is a work of art. It's a work of art. And the journey from start to finish, from the moment of creation to it makes it to the channel. I love the whole, and I appreciate the entire process. From the engine, the painting, the body work, the whole design and fabrication, the interiors, like I say, designing wheels, rims, setups, mocking up. I love mocking up. That's another favorite part of building to me, is mocking up cars. That's when you get your car and you set it up how you want your stance, how low, how high. A lot of people love my stances, and they've PM'd me numerous times. How do you get it to set so low? How do you get it to set the way you made it set? I'm going to do some future workshops in the future to kind of show key ingredients to my style and the whole method to my madness. Expose some of my design and fabrication theories, because it is an art, guys. It's definitely an art to get it to look the way it looks and to get it to set the way it sets. And I'm going to delve into more of that in the future, so stay tuned for a lot of information touching on just my style, how I like to do things. And there again, understand that my style is my style. It's just the way I do it. And I'm constantly developing my style. A lot of people say, hey, when I see an engine, I know you built that car. Just because I know how you build, and when I see an engine in a car, I can say, hey, MODELMIND72 built that engine. And I understand that there's certain aspects of my style that are key elements, and when you see them in a model, you can probably pick it out. Of 10 models on a bench, you could say, well, he built that one, which is good. We should encourage ourselves to develop ourselves and develop our styles. And as far as themes and styles goes, guys, everything from rat rods to gassers to full customs, monster trucks, 4x4s, imports, pro street, pro stock, funny cars, top fuel dragsters, you name it. I appreciate all makes and models and all styles and themes, and one of my goals is to continue to bring a wide diversity to the channel, okay? Because I appreciate and take something from each one of those styles, and in my modeling, one of my things that I strive for is no rules, the freedom to create. Okay, the freedom to create is unlimited. Somebody asked me another question. Let me go ahead and hit that one while I'm here about ModelMind. Where did you come up with ModelMind72? Okay, ModelMind72, basically, modeling is my hobby since 9-10 when I fell into it. I've just loved building. So that's your model part. Mind is, guys, in your mind, you can build anything. If you can dream it, you can build it. Okay? And I don't have $1 million yet. So 124, 125 scale cars and trucks and contraptions, works of art, thingamajigs, masterpieces, whatever you want to label them as. I'm allowed to go inside my mind and create something that, if I had, the financial means to do it in 1/1 scale, would just be a one wicked, wow, creation. Okay, so I can live my dream through my hobby. So, and there again, the mind, when you open up the mind, the possibilities are limitless. So the whole creativity, that's where the mind comes in. Model mind. And in 72, I was born in 1972, so that's kind of a given. Model mind 72, that's where that came from. Touching back on scratch building, I kind of got off topic here, but scratch building to me is, I'm always fascinated how you can go and find something that has nothing to do with modeling and bring it into your model. Okay, just maybe one quick tip or example would be, let's take the back window of this 1960 Chevy Fleetside shop truck that we are loving building. The rear window, for example, came out of the 3D glasses that you go see the 3D movies in, the red and the blue. Well, that's perfect for that rear end. Now, it had no intention to ever end up there, did it? But that's what I'm talking about. Finding stuff in real world scenarios, bringing them to the build to create that one-off unique piece that, is your work of art. I do believe that every model is a lesson. I've said this time and time again, guys. Every model is a lesson. We learn something from every build, and we take that to the next build, to the next build, to the next build. Okay? So for all you beginners out there that surf the channels and say, oh, wow, I'll never be able to build like this guy or that guy. You know what? You will be able to build like this guy and that guy, and even better. Okay? Because you are building it. All right? So you get that first model, you learn from it, you take that knowledge to the second build, you take that wisdom to the next build, you take that understanding to the next build, and you just keep accelerating and you keep climbing, okay? And you take it as far as you want to go. That's one of the most beautiful things about this hobby, is it is limitless to your creativity, to your heart, your soul. your passion. You know, that's I love scratch building, so that's a big part of my whole art in the hobby. Let's see, what else can we talk about? All right, guys, just want to wrap this episode up. Like I say, I got so much to share, so this is really fun for me, and I love sharing with the community. So stay tuned definitely for more of these type of vids. This is the AMT Ertl 1957 Chevrolet Corvette gasser I was telling you about. You can take the parts off of this car and add them to any build that you dream of. MODELMIND72 saying, I want everybody to have a wonderful, glorious day. Comment, rate, subscribe, link, like, tell anybody and everybody to come over to the channel. Ask questions. Please keep sending me questions. I will get to your question at some point in time. Maybe I can answer it on another video like this. You know, the sky's the limit, guys. Remember, inspiration is a two-way street, and everything begins in your heart and your mind. One thing I want to touch on before I let you go is this. Don't ever build a model if it doesn't speak to you that day. All right? If you go by that one ideal, it will open up countless hours of enjoyment for you guys. I can't tell you how many builds I got going right now, but I will only build the one that talks to me that day. Okay? In my world, I call it becoming one with the model. All right? The model will speak to me and say, I would like to have, you know, this type of engine. And so I'll start seeking out that engine to get it for that car. I want this type of wheels. I want this type of stance. I want this type of whatever. Let the model tell you. Let the model guide you, okay, to the way it wants to be built. And it makes your building so much more enjoyable. When you rush things and you force things, that's when frustration creeps in, and you know, accidents are going to happen. But like I say, every model is a lesson. So only build the model that speaks to you that day, okay? And you will definitely find some peace and happiness and enjoyment in your modeling endeavors. All right, this is MODELMIND72. Y'all have a good day, and I hope to see y'all soon. Over and out. Oh yeah, rock on and build strong.